Welcome to Your Anime Senpais.
I'm Richard.
I'm John.
And John, today we're going to be watching and reacting to ZombieLand Saga Revenge, Season 2, Episode 10. But of course, let's talk about the last episode, or actually really the last two episodes, because there were one big arc there. We basically got the backstory of Yugiri back during the Meiji era. She was involved with a man named Kichi, who wanted to basically bring back Saga, the prefecture of Saga, back to its former glory, but he wanted to do it peacefully. He wanted to, pass out flyers and all that sort of stuff.
The nice way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, in doing so, he ended up getting some attention. Not so good attention, let's be honest here. Yeah. So, of course, he got the attention of the government, who sent a spy, if you will, in the form of E10, who ended up befriending Keiichi inadvertently. At the same time, too, Keiichi also got some followers. Apparently they were like former samurai that lost their prestige once Saga became absorbed by the two other prefectures or whatever. So, and these followers, they weren't like Keiichi. They did want to bring back Saga. Yeah. But they were wanting to do it through violence, essentially.
They wanted to speed up the process.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Well, I mean, they were kind of doing it more for the power, whereas Keiichi wanted to do it, more for, I guess, the pride or the glory of Saga, So, needless to say, they were not satisfied with him being the leader, so they pretty much just kicked him out, and they decided to just start a rebellion, essentially, which got put down pretty quickly by E10. So, but because Keiichi kind of started this whole thing, now he's also...
Yeah, he's part of it.
He's part of it. He's wanted, and E10 has to go after him. So Yugiri pretty much set up like this... pretty much set it up to where Keiichi can just go off and, lay low somewhere with some of her friends, where Yugiri will stay behind and take care of E10, and pretty much just... She ended up basically taking the brunt of the punishment. Yeah. So, ended up losing her head over it. But, even still, after it's all said and done, Saga did become its own prefecture again. And Yugiri ended up becoming a zombie idol. So, win-win for everybody, right? Yeah?
I guess, yeah.
So, needless to say, that it was a very, very fascinating story arc for her. And I guess we're going to start something new this episode. So, let's go ahead and get started.
Oh, we're going way back.
I think we're hitting the final arc, so...
Okay.
Yeah, and then he's still a factor, so... Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna miss this series. This has probably been one of the more entertaining stories series that we've watched.
I kind of hope that whatever the reveal is, it kind of just leads into a third season.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Actually, has that been announced?
Not that I'm aware of. Although they usually don't announce that until like the current season is done. So.
Well, hopefully this story leads into a third season then.
Right.
It's not there's the mystery and there's the resolution and we've solved it.
Yeah. Isn't that where they failed?
Yeah, we're back in time a little bit.
Which they didn't. Is that where she lost her life? Yeah.
Oh.
Just 25,000, no big deal. Maybe.
Well,
with one exception.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say
yeah.
she never got started on her journey.
Mm-hmm. Although technically she's become kind of a legend now, so
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
I think he's just gambling at this point.
Well, he talked about that deadline, especially they brought it
Oh,
back up in the opening.
yeah,
So,
yeah, that's true.
but I still don't know what deadline they had to meet by doing that. Hmm.
Maybe that's when all this kind of wears off and they go back to being zombies or
Hmm.
just dead. I mean,
Don't jinx it. I'm really wondering if they just didn't advertise that well or what.
yeah, that's 0. Oh, that's probably what
Okay.
happened.
On the
Why?
day.
Yeah.
Mm,
So that's probably.
so it was almost doomed from the start.
Mhm. Then they didn't get anybody except for the usual crowd. Oh,
The
wow.
penalty area. Hmm.
So yeah, they had
Wow, they're not even like into the show.
right, yeah.
Hmm. Wow.
I guess their scene was just kind of off because they got so depressed about the fact that
Mm-hmm.
there wasn't that many people there.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. It's you. You're
Yeah. This is 100% his fault.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I get it. He thought, they were so awesome.
Right.
They wouldn't need to pre-sale tickets, but no one's really that good.
Yeah. And of course, that's what put them
Hmm.
into debt, which
And then he started drinking.
yeah. Well, at least he owned up to that.
Yeah?
Okay.
So you're gonna pre-sell tickets? Hey, all right. This might actually work. He's on fire.
What's going on? Counterattack?
On who?
Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, obviously they're idols.
Wow.
Oh.
I would think that they would actually get more popular.
Possibly, yeah. Good point there. Uh-oh.
I feel like that's going to backfire. What? What is this? Okay.
Could that have killed them, possibly?
Potentially. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Whoopsies.
What?
Whatever cataclysm he's talking about, or he prophesized.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Ah, what?
Of course. All right, Richard, so the plot has all finally been laid out.
Mm-hmm.
We know why they want to get revenge. We know about a prophecy. We know why Kotaro wants to make Saga something special, I guess is maybe the right way to say it. I don't know, but
he wants
it to be remembered.
He wants people to remember Saga, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So with all that kind of laid out, what do you think of this episode?
I thought it was good, but it was just it was a lot to take in, like a lot of information that you just went over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the whole prophecy thing, that was kind of that part kind of felt a little bit random. Like,
yeah, a little. Like, wait a second, when was? I mean,
yeah, just like what? There's prophecies now. What are we doing with all this? I was just kind of thinking that Kotaro wanted to do it just to, you know, for the make Saga popular or whatever. You know, kind of like Kichi. You know, want to make Saga glorified
like
again,
bring it back, and make it a prefecture.
But I mean, like, I don't know, this whole prophecy thing. I mean, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not really too. Yeah. It's not. I'm not too upset over it. It's just kind of like, okay, I guess. I mean, you didn't really need to have that in there.
I kind of feel like it was like shoehorned in there, like,
right.
You know, on top of everything, there's a prophecy.
Right. Yeah. So
I mean, otherwise, I'd have been okay, even if there wasn't one.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, honestly, it's really more just about them overcoming their failure from last year. What happened during that concert. So it is kind of. I think it was touched upon earlier this season, the fact that, you know, Kotaro, like, he didn't really do as much, or he made a mistake, and then they had to, you know, go out and get jobs and pay for the debt, but it was, you know, definitely his fault. Like, why would you not advertise or, you know, not sell tickets or? That didn't make any sense at all. Like,
maybe he was that arrogant that he thought the day of everyone will drop what they're doing, and, you know, these girls are so popular, we will fill this arena just with one day's notice. Like, if somebody, like some big superstar showed up in town and they were like, hey, today only, if you can get here and buy tickets, show up, it's, you know, happening now.
I guess so.
But
I mean,
that you know, that's kind of like the level of arrogance he shows, because not everyone can just drop everything the day of without planning or even prior knowledge. I mean, you know, you might be at work and be like, oh man, that would have been awesome, but I didn't know about it. So
I was at work, you know, so. Yeah, honestly, I can't even imagine, like, me personally, I can't even think of a celebrity or musician or anybody that I would just be like, oh,
drop everything.
Yeah, like, oh, this person or people are in town now. I guess I should just go straight to this place and watch them or whatever. And yeah, I can't even think of anybody that I personally would just be like, oh yeah, that's totally something I would do. But
yeah,
I guess he just thought that, or maybe just Japan itself just has a different mentality, but. I kind of thinking not really.
Yeah, I think it was just him.
I think it was just
kind of thinking.
Yeah. So, but anyways, how did you feel about this episode?
I did like it. I'm not gonna give it 2 thumbs up because the prophecy thing was a little like, really, ZombieLand Saga.
The prophecy and a curse too, I guess too. Like that's all kind of wrapped into one thing.
Yeah, the curse. Yeah, I mean, that might be motivation, but I don't know. I do like that we finally got a reveal with everything. Yeah. Everything's laid out finally to where we know as much as Kotaro does, and we're kind of ahead of where the girls are at because they don't know why he's doing all this. So, and then honestly, with the reporter, even if he put out the article, we kind of talked about that. I kind of think it would have the opposite effect where it would be like, oh, everyone would be like, oh, it's all these past idols.
They're all zombies? Like, that's crazy. Let's go watch it just because the fact that it's something different, you know?
Yeah. Like, I don't think it would gross people out or offend them. And, oh, how dare they come back from the dead and perform.
Right. Well, I mean, honestly, there probably would be some people, like, realistically, that would probably be like, oh, no, that's terrible. Why would they do that? But at the same time, I feel like there would be, for each person that would be like that, there would be, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 times as many people that would be like, oh, my gosh, that's like, zombies? That's crazy. That's so awesome. Like, zombie idols. Let's do it. Because, I mean, you know, like, right now you've got virtual YouTubers that are, like, all the craze right now. I mean, I just based on the culture, like, you know, zombie, like, real-life zombie idols, like, that would be something people would be totally into. And, in fact, that would actually reach internationally because, of course, then... Like, every other country would be like, oh, zombies. Like,
zombies?
What?
That aren't attacking and eating people?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, attacking and eating people yet. Yeah. Well, actually, I guess Ty does kind of attack people in a sense.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, but anyways, I really don't see how his article is really going to have the effect that he's wanting it to. So,
in a way, the prophecy might be fulfilled through his article, making, Saga well, I got what was the prophecy? The saga would be forgotten, I guess.
Yeah, essentially.
So maybe it would actually work against the prophecy.
Yeah,
and,
which is probably why the
so-
power. Well, maybe one of the reasons why the power got cut out when it did before he had a chance to send it, because it's like, oh no, that's going to make it popular. Nope.
Yeah.
None of that.
That would have been the game changer.
Yeah.
But it didn't have a backup generator.
Right. Yeah. Well, so the house that kind of went under at the very last scene there, do you think was that the mansion that they were staying at? That Francis.
You know, that's a good point. I actually just assumed it was the bar that they were talking in, but that might be true. It might be that house.
Yeah. I mean, it didn't really. It just kind of showed the shadow of it. We didn't really get a good look at it. So, but I kind of thought it was the house or the mansion that they were staying at. So.
Yeah, that is a good point. It
might
be.
Or even crazier, what if it was like the? I mean, I guess it did look like a house. I was thinking, what if it was the stadium that they were supposed to perform the next day?
Actually, actually in the back of my mind there was like what if it wipes out the stadium because maybe the destruction keeps going and they just perform in a bunch of wreckage or whatever.
They've done it before,
and all the other people just kind of gather because hey, free concert.
Right?
Well, you know, like our house is destroyed, might as well hang out.
Yeah, might as well just watch this free entertainment. Yeah. And I guess that could also propel their popularity because it's like, oh, this idol group they raised everybody's spirits despite this disaster. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so we've got. Let's see, 2 more episodes left. So
2 episodes, a prophecy and a curse. I mean, we got,
got the reporter who wants to get this article out. Do you think he's going to be successful, or do you think he's going to have a change of heart? What do you think?
I hope he is. I hope he is successful.
You think he's going to? Okay.
Well, I hope he is. I don't think he will be, but I hope he is.
Well, I mean, like successful in terms of like actually putting out the article.
Yeah. Okay. No, I hope he does. That way, people get it out there and are like. I mean, the one was it My. She was totally cool with it. She was like, "Oh,
true.
Well, I won't tell anyone your secret. That's great. I didn't know it was all these past idols."
Right. Yeah. Well, so I see 2 things happening, and it's both are kind of cliche. Either A, he's going to successfully bring it out there, and like we talked about, it's going to make him more popular, or B, he's going to put it out there, and it's going to be like. Oh, this guy's crazy. Zombies?
Well, and there is that too.
That's crazy. Get out of here with that. Or I guess the third option is he has a change of heart and it's just like, nah, let's just talk about how great the franchise show is and how they're helping out Sonic.
Yeah.
So I guess, but again, all 3 of those are kind of kind of cliche type of stories. So I could be surprised. I don't know.
Yeah.
But so like I said, 2 more episodes. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see how this all pans out for a franchise show. So, any other final thoughts?
No.
All right, guys. So, what did you think of this episode? And do you think franchise show will have their revenge? Let us know down in the comments below.
And if you enjoyed this reaction, hit that subscribe button while you're down in our comments. Hit that notification bell beside it to get notified when we put out episodes and new content. And also, check out our Patreon. Do us a favor, do that. We do release episodes there before they're on YouTube, and they're full and uncut. So, with that being said, we'll see you in the next episode.